The only thing that defines you is your courage or the lack of courage. And so let's talk a little bit about this first concept first. It's called the 3 levels of thinking. The first level of thinking is when I first started speaking, when I first got on my first workshop, there was a point in time when in the very first few hours before I went to do my first workshop. It was just a 3-hour workshop, and the night before I was so nervous that I was even thinking about just cancelling the workshop. But I did it anyway because I'm someone who keeps my word and I don't want to ever cancel any of my events. And you know what happened after that? The first moment when I got on the workshop, I was terrible at it in the first 5 minutes because I was so fully conscious of myself. I was so conscious about what I was saying. I was so conscious about the words that I used, and I was so conscious about what other people might think about me. And so all of this experience, right, caused me to develop these 3 levels of thinking, which I now use every single time when I go for my speaking gigs, when I show up on Russell Brunson's inner circle, where I have to present to 7-figure, 8-figure, and 9-figure entrepreneurs, where I speak on the biggest stages in the world. I use these 3 levels of thinking. The first level is how you see yourself. Every time you step on stage, every time you switch on a camera, every time you write a post, every time you show up on social media, the first thing that probably is going to come out on your mind is, am I good enough? Can I do this? Is my hair in place? Am I looking good? Are my clothes good? Is my background okay? What will other people think of me? These are the thoughts that's going to run in your mind, because this is all about your own perception of yourself. And that is level 1 thinking. And when you start thinking about level 1 thinking, right, guess what happened? You're just throwing obstacles in front of you that will prevent you from showing up. Every single one of those thoughts, of level 1 thoughts, right, is going to throw an obstacle in front of you. And when you stop yourself from thinking about level 1, when you stop about thinking about just yourself, because level 1 is about coming from ego. And when you start to see level 2, what is level 2? When you stop level 1 and go to level 2 is about how others are going to see me. How are other people going to judge my background, my handwriting, my appearance, my skin color, the way I speak? What if my accent is not something they can understand? Second level of thinking is about how others see me. And when you allow other people's judgment to be more important than your story and your message, again, you're throwing obstacles in front of you and preventing you from showing up powerfully. In this last couple of years, have you experienced level 1 and have you experienced level 2? So level 3 thinking is this. Level 3 thinking is coming from a place of level 1 and level 2 is in your head. And as Tony Robbins says, when you're in your head, you're dead. Level 3 is going from your head into your heart. And how do you go from your head into your heart? Is by asking one question. One question. When you step on stage, when you speak on camera, when you write a post, when you show up on camera, the question that you're going to ask yourself in order for you to step into level 3 is this: how can I help others achieve what they want?